ruffle top. So this is new today, and it's all we can bring in for spring and summer. We tell you only order of the year because you got to think about your whole life right now in warm weather, not just March, which is what's happening this week on what, Friday? When it turns into March 1st. But you know, what does July and August look like for you? Because we cannot restock this. $80. $20 if you want to go the easy pay way. And I've got 2 prints. And if you like these prints, stay with us because these prints are going to be available later on in the dress that I'm wearing. So Aqua Bloom. And then this is going to be your desert stripes. We can linger on the prints in a minute, do some close-ups, but I'd love for you to talk about rayon in this case. Everything's delightful and comfortable, don't get me wrong, but now for the first time in the show, rayon.
Yeah, so it's Luxe Rayon, that's our fabric name, and it's 100% fluid rayon on a, print with a pattern. So light, so airy. It really feels like, and I was talking to Heather about this earlier, it feels like you're wearing nothing.
Ooh.
It's that light and that comfortable.
Probably like a dress.
Right? And I do love that feeling in a dress too, where you're just sort of like light and breezy. But that's what this top feels like. It just feels like second skin, really, or it feels like nothing at all. And just so beautiful. And look how beautiful these prints are. I think that's the star of this top. What we do, you're going to love this because it really is so special. This is such a special top, so feminine, so beautiful. We buy prints from artists.
Ooh.
So, for instance, we were in Italy, we were in Paris, we were in LA, that's where we're from, and we bought prints. And then we make them into the dress you're wearing, or we make them into this top. So these are really special prints.
They sure are.
Aren't they?
Yes, and if you buy the stripes, you have to look at the colors. So with
it's
side
like that
stitch,
watercolor.
You're probably already realizing it when you're at home watching it right now. Everything's soft. You know, you don't necessarily see neons. You don't even often do like the dark blacks and the dark grays. So it's like this very desert-like stripe story here, which is hence the name, Desert Stripes. I mean, look at that blue sky right there, but then these light tans and that, kind of terracotta, and then almost like a purpley mauve here.
Gosh, it's so pretty. And look at this pink. I mean, so many beautiful colors put together. And this to me really does scream Southern California, light and breezy, and just a nice day out with your girlfriends, just sitting by the water, enjoying a cocktail, laughing, having fun, and just being comfortable. Maybe with a white, jean would be really pretty. A short would be pretty. There's so many ways you can wear this.
Chambray pants, your pants, that we have coming up. And then the Aqua Bloom, I am in love with this print, hence why I'm doing it in our dress coming up. But it's these like limes and yellows, the orange. Yes, I would say the stripes for immediate wear, but if you don't mind like getting something tonight that you can really live into later in the summer, I would go Aqua Bloom.
Right, I know. And think of it, just think of that artist who is sitting there with a brush creating these prints. Like how, I do not have that talent. I wish I did.
My handwriting's ugly.
Me too. It's terrible. And my little 11-year-old, his is too. And I was like, you know what? It's not your fault.
It's
my
not.
fault. It's my fault. But that's all right. We got by. But just how special is that this came from someone's hands, painted it, and then was made into the top you're going to be wearing.
And I'd love to see it on Heather. So Heather's 5'8". She wears the 2X. We'll walk over, Michelle, if you don't mind.
Sure.
We are loving this neckline. That wonderful detail of not only like the little ruffle, but then that little drawstring that runs from it. Did you ever tie it up and see what it looks like that way?
Yep. So it looks so adorable. It adds even to, it's just an adorable, feminine, beautiful top. And it adds to it with this little tie. So if you want to tie it up, tie it up. We're all about versatility. We're all about presenting your clothing that day, how you feel that day. Some days you feel a little more girly. Some days you don't feel so girly. Maybe, you don't feel like washing your hair. You don't feel like doing the whole girl thing.
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. That's why, Almond Joy, Zermounds, everybody get what I was just doing.
Do they get it? Or is that just us? Over 40. Over 40.
They get
it. That's okay.
I'm with you.
Yeah, we're with you. We got it. That's right, we're still here. But it just adds to it. But you don't have to. Whatever you want to do. If you want to untie it, do that. And look how beautiful this ruffle neck is. Once again, showcasing that collarbone, that really feminine collarbone, your chest. You can show off your earrings, your necklace, however you want to present yourself. And look at that. I mean, gorgeous, right?
And the fabric, it all goes back to the fabric. So if you've never bought side stitch before, You do have to try it once,
Yeah.
but then you are hooked and you understand the value
Yeah.
when it comes home. And these are the tops that you're like, oh, my body wants to wear that. My skin wants to
Yes.
feel that. My brain needs that. So
It's-
choose the stripes or the bloom.
And it's the items you gravitate back to because it makes you feel good. Not only do they look good, not only do they last, they make you feel really pretty and they make you feel good.
So true.
Yep.
Well, and Michelle, we're getting ready to finish out what you're wearing because you have this top.